Confirmation of the result, Christiansen and Pedersen safely through as the 6 seeds in mixed doubles. There we are then, there's what we've brought you so far today, an abundance of terrific matches. A women's doubles, a women's singles, men's doubles and mixed doubles as well. And now we're turning our attention to what is the real pearl of the morning session here, if you will. Nozomi Okuhara against Kusala v Sindhu in an all-seeded repeat of the World Championships in Glasgow last August. This is where we are in the draw, right down the bottom. We brought you Tai Tzu Ying with that emphatic victory over the young unseeded Japanese 21-year-old left-hander Aya Ohori. Is fairly emphatic. She will now play. Tai Tzu Ying plays Chen Yufei there at the top of the draw. And, well, what will unfold in the bottom half? So to round out session 1's action, it'll be this one. A potential epic, a repeat of the mouth-watering Women's Singles World Championship final. PV Sindhu against Nozomi Okuhara, the 4th, against the 7th seed respectively. And you can see Nozomi Okuhara leads the head-to-head 5-4. They shared last year's 4 clashes, these two. It is the Japanese marginally with that 1-match lead in their overall tally. This is the 10th chapter, 10th meeting, if you will, between these two. 22 years old, Okuhara. The Olympic...
Nozomi, red or black?
Red.
Black. It's red.
That's it.
It's that side? This side.
So you'd imagine they'd be respectfully nervous coming into this. The 22-year-old then, PV Sindhu, ranked 3rd in the world. She just notched up 1 place this week. Has been as high as 2 in the world. That was in November of last year. She resides in Hyderabad. Had a glittering junior career, then as a senior with her best All-England showing in the quarterfinals last year in Birmingham, 12 months ago. Lost to the eventual world #1, who we saw in action earlier, Tai Tzu Ying. This is her path through. Took out Nicheon Jindapon in 3 very close games. That was a terrific match, and again she slayed another tie in the opening round as well, but she's been detained for quite a while on court. Both of her opening round encounters have gone the distance, but she's extremely fit and athletic, as we know. Now our attention to Japanese world champion Nozomi Okuhara, just a year older, ranked at 6th in the world, has been as high as 3. That was in November 2016. So she won here a couple of years ago, and this is her path through, contrasting completely to the path of Kusala v Sindhu. She's come through in just over the half-hour mark for both matches, so time on court probably an hour or so less, really. But she's a terrific athlete, and always so humble and gracious. A treat to watch both of them. It'll be a real corker of a match. Will it live up to its billing? Our umpire, Stéphane Venet of France. Service judge, David Evans of England.
Ready to play.
She would dearly love to win the title and indeed go into pastures new here. As I say, never beyond the quarterfinals at this event. If she could win today, she would get into that semi-final. And it means so much to the Indian players to do well here. World, Commonwealth, Olympic and Asian medals, as well as 3 Super Series wins as PV Sindhu. But she's yet to show her full potential here at the Onyx All England Open. She'd dearly love to shine and get to that winner's podium on Sunday. Her countryman Srikanth Kadambi, he lost his 3rd seed in the men's singles yesterday, so the Indian spotlight will be on her. And her opponent, this sprightly 7th seed from Japan, who won here 2 years ago. Became the first Japanese women's singles player to lift this title in the past 39 years. She was a bronze medalist at the Rio Olympics, where she lost to Sindhu there.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Pusalavi Sindhu, India. And on my left, Nozomi Okuhara, Japan.
Well, generous applause for both. We were treated 6 months ago in Glasgow in the final of the World Championships. Will this one live up to its billing? A repeat of exactly that. Pusalavi Sindhu to get us underway in this women's singles quarter-final. Keen start, very urgent with the movement from Okuhara.
Love. Service over. 1-0. Service over.
Well, she came through in Scotland in a very hard-fought victory. 110 minutes it lasted against this opponent today. 22-20 deciding game. And she wore the Indian down with brilliant retrieving. Super tight net shot.
Service over. 2-0.
Back in August, the match hinged on such small margins. Okuhara testing Pusalavi Sindhu in such a marathon rallies. That's what it was all about.
Service over. 3-2.
Found the line. Good play from PV Sindhu. Okuhara's had a pretty good year, you know.
3-1.
12 months or so, 3 semi-final showings, the Malaysian Open, Japan Open, German Open as well. And then runner-up in the Korean Open. She won the World Champs, as we said, won the Australian Open too, so it's been a good 12 months for the 7th seed, as it has indeed for PV Sindhu. That's a great lead. But she will be asked a lot of questions of her physicality today. There's no doubting that. The ever tenacious Okuhara is tough to fatigue. That's nice. Outmaneuvering her opponent in the end. Both players doing a great job, just pulling each other all over the court. Twisting, turning. Look at this. Just too much.
Usala, get ready.
Good lead.
Service over. 5-4. Challenge. Nozomi Okuhara challenges go out.
Well, they met 4 times in 2017, these two. Okuhara won in the Japan Open, PV Sindhu the Korean Open, World Championships in favour of the Japanese player, and in Singapore Open it was PV Sindhu as well. So they also met in the Olympic Games, of course, in Rio, where the Indian came good, only to lose out in the final.
Challenge unsuccessful.
But their matches stretch back to 2012 in July, where they played at the
6-4.
Badminton Asia Youth Under-19 Championships back then. So it's been a 6-year ongoing crossing of swords for these two.
Service over. 5-6. Six, oh. Service over. 7-6.
Well, in keeping with that World Champs epic that we saw 6 months or so ago, this one's still very, very tight.
That's it. 8-6.
Super body blow.
7-8.
handcuffing the tall athlete.
Service over. 9-8. Service over.
Great straight smash.
9-0.
Oh, it's in.
Service over. 10-9.
This is nail biting from the off. So little between these two athletes, as we've seen on multiple occasions now. They both play with such stability, even at the highest of tempo. Somehow you seem to favour Okuhara when the rally goes extremely long.
Interval.
So it's the 7th seed then, who takes the turn, 11-10 to the good. Okuhara with a very respectful demeanour.
11-10. Play.
With the single point lead here through the middle of the game. There's no telling which way this one is going to turn at the moment.
Service over. 11-0.
A remarkable turnaround right there. Immaculate in defence. To keep the slender advantage of 1 point. Look at this. We're all convinced that that was the Indians' point, but not so.
Gali benda. Moy po. Play. Good play. Play.
It's always going to be a punishing battle, this, for both.
12-all.
You'd imagine there would have been possibly some pasta loading last night, bananas to the fore. Any way of keeping those energy levels up and staying hydrated is priority. Well done. Lovely soft drop.
13-12. Service over.
Well, again, deadlock in this opening game then. So little separating them at any stage. Movement pressure that Okuhara brings must make the court feel like about the size of a postage stamp for PV Sindhu, but that will go down as an unforced.
14-13.
Okuhara with control and precision rather than blistering attack, but the elastic athleticism of both is outstanding. Super play, opening the court nicely. These two coming into this knowing that each other has kind of almost equal skill level. It comes down to that mental battle, and they have to metaphorically head to the sun in their minds the whole way through and flush any doubt or any bad points right away, immediately. Cannot allow any contamination. They've got to be very, very good at compartmentalizing these points and going one shuttle at a time here. Well, that's easier said than done, but these guys are training to such a high level that they become experts at exactly that. And you can see that sort of singular focus in the still-eyed gaze that they have.
(17-16).
Did well to find the court here. Well, that's gone as well as Okuhara draws level again for the umpteenth time this match.
17-0.
Well done. Again, smashing down the line with effect.
18-17.
Spreading the court beautifully with that cross-net shot to open the court. Oh, that's a thunderous smash to secure the point. Again, she draws level. Coach Gopachand's is suggesting calm. Don't get too excited, and over-press was the inference from him to her. So desperate to break away from her opponent, but all square. Well, there was a little slip in there from PV Sindhu early in the rally, but Okuhara with that precision, just exploiting it.
18.
As we see it again, and she goes almost rolled her ankle there. She's okay, thankfully. That lovely cross net to finish from the Japanese player, who has the 1-point slender lead again. Can she ride it home and convert that into an opening game opportunity? Well done, good lead.
Service over. 19.
There looked to be hesitancy in this decision, but it was a long way out in the end. So coming down to the wire, as we've become used to expect here. just over-pressing Okuhara. And it costs her dear. Look at that expression on her face. She knew she had the upper hand in the point, but just snatching at that one. Over the back line it goes, and it's advantage and game point advantage for Kusala v Sindhu here. Both athletes bringing their best at the sharp end of this opening game. Deadlock again here. And a string break for Kusala v Sindhu. Has to snip the rackets immediately, the string bed I should say, just in case the frame buckles. Well, you have to agree, this one already living up to its billing. Crowd getting their money's worth and loving what's unfolding here and lusting after more of the same.
20
tight affair.
Play.
Both players fully aware, as are their coaches, of how important the securing this opening game would be. Well, she's left it, and it was called wide. An immediate challenge from the Indian. Hush descends as we find out what exactly happened. It was indeed wide. Unsuccessful challenge.
Unsuccessful.
And a smiling lines judge.
21, 20. Play. Play.
Umpire insisting she re-engages quickly here. Game point to the 7th seed, Okuhara. Well, it's hands down from the lines judge. It was called in. And another challenge. So little between these two. It's quite remarkable. And always an all-engrossing contest whenever they meet. Oh, she's found the line. Well, what do you know? Nozomi Okuhara then takes the first game as a consequence of Hawkeye. 22-20 after 28 minutes played.
22-20.
しようとしたらどうしても球低くなるからそうそうそうここがねでクロスの球だけちょっと気をつければストレートの球は自分であるでやっぱ待って同じところやったら次カウンター食らうからちょっとその球だけ
自分が優劣分かるじゃん。優勢なラリーか劣勢なラリーかで、優勢なラリーだったら低い球でも、ある程度 OK だけど、劣勢になった時は時間作んないと、連打で点数取れてくるじゃん、そこだけ連打させない、相手のリズム、テンポを速くさせないっていう、これだけちょっと意識してる。
かな80 ప్రతి పాయింట్ ఒక్కొక్క పాయింట్ ఆడుతుంది
Well, don't worry, Indian fans. She's not done yet. Back on the 17th of September last year in the Victor Korean Open, she lost the opening game, PV Sindhu 2022, and turned it around to get the win over Okuhara on that occasion. 21-18 in the third game, so she's ever tenacious. But it's the start of the second game, Nozomi Okuhara having taken the opener. There's room for her to play a little bit more expansively now. She has that one-game cushion, you would imagine. But she certainly can't be complacent because PV Sindhu is an extremely elegant athlete with her long-ranging limbs.
Service over. 1-0. Two,
はい、体しっかり入れて自信持っていける、ここは大丈夫。
Found the line, I think. This is a great get here, straining every sinew. Terrific block back. Well, multiple saves in that point, but in the end, Okuhara gets her way.
2-3.
so much to love about this match, isn't there? The mental skills dynamic, the tenacity and persistence and insistence of both athletes to find a way through. And again, deadlock early in this second game. It's fascinating watching them ply their trades.
Service over. 4-0.
It's going to take a gigantic effort from this player if she's to turn this around, especially having been on court for quite a lot longer, almost double the time on court of her opponent, to get to this quarterfinal berth.
Service over. 5-4.
Forcing the play a little. You can understand why it's so soul-destroying with nothing to show after you lose a point after a long, grueling rally, and then suddenly you just want a cheap point, a quick point somehow against the ever tenacious former champion here a couple of years ago.
Service over.
And it's unusual, isn't it, that dynamic of when a great defence can sort of earn you more points psychologically. For PV Sindhu, important to vary the attack.
Play.
Disbelief etched all over her face there. She was convinced that was her point. Spread the court nicely with a couple of wonderful cross nets and then flashing a few down the line. Explosive way to secure the point from PV Sindhu. Okuhara seemingly delighting in that sense of occasion. As if to say, where did that come from?
Thank you. On court, please. Salah. Seven, 6. That's it, Alice. 8, 6.
Well, so far, the Indians had very little chance to sort of impose her will on the match. Is this a little opportunity here?
Service over. 7-8.
I think this is the furthest lead either of the players has had. A 2-point lead is the maximum throughout the match so far. Extending her lead to 2 points again in this must-win game for
9-7.
Indian badminton.
Musala, please come to me.
Y'all been in the
No,
all
I mean,
lines
she's
of
getting ready.
got to go
Play. Service over. 8-9.
Well, just as she had a dominant look about her, she suddenly looks a little bereft of idea and sort of slightly anxious. Okahara compliments to her for pegging back to drawing level. Brilliant play.
Service over. 10-9.
Cross net there from the top draw. Well done. Well done.
11-9.
Closing down the net so quickly, seeing her an opponent in trouble. So 11-9 to the mid-game interval we go. 2-point advantage. BWF Sindhu.
ちょっと早く、ちょっと上げないと全部打たれる。1ゲーム打たれてなかったらもう全部打たれる。
多分その意識しちゃうから自分が押して相手を下げないと自分がどんどん劣勢な展開になっちゃうからそこだけ自分が切り開かないと。
Well, I guess the question on everybody's lips, and certainly back home in India, is can she sustain it? 2-point advantage for Kusala v Sindhu here, but trailing the opening game.
Service over. 11. No, return the shuttle. Return it.
Super drops there.
11 all.
Okuhara. Now, PV Sindhu, to get that marginal lead heading into the mid-game interval, was really pushing herself to reach the shuttle early, but now she's being dictated to once again from the 7th seed and former champion a couple of years ago here.
Service over. 12, 11.
Both players are trying to be so proactive within their own way, within their contrasting game style, and that's what's made this such a fascinating clash. But in doing so, it's easy to overpress and become errant. It's about tempered aggression, playing the highest percentage you can and within yourself.
14, 11.
So many laps in concentration from Okuhara, which Kusala will be grateful for.
Service over. 12, 14. Service over. 15, 12.
Is this enough of a cushion for Kusala v Sindhu here to win this second game? Well, it's hands down from the line's judge. It was in.
Called in.
Challenge from the Indian as she heads immediately to her kit box to have a towel down.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 13, 15. Play. Let. Right. Service over. 16-13.
Control from the Japanese player, averting her momentarily here. Radar ever so slightly off, and you can see what she thinks of that. The Indian extends her scoreboard advantage to 3 points now. Good close. So quick to read the signals that her opponent was under a lot of pressure and close that net down like a rash. Let's see it again. Look at this.
Meeting the shuttle. Play.
Deja vu, she does it again. Well played.
16-0.
Excellent precision with the straight net shot prior to this from Okihara to set the point up. And then it's the kill again. He is ever alert. Seemingly no more so than when she's down momentarily on the scoreboard. The draw's level now.
Seventeen, 16.
3 points in a row then for the former champion and reigning world champion. Looks a little dishevelled now. Kusalavi Sindhu, she's right up against it.
Service over. 17-18.
Just over pressing. Too keen to put this point to bed. Just misses. She put herself under pressure from that very high net shot that she played mid-rally. From then on was playing catch-up in the point.
Ladies,
Indian doing very, very well to keep the pressure on there and draw level again. In this nervy, nail-biting game. Exactly the same as the opener. So where Okihara just won 3 points in a row, now the turn of PV Sindhu to do exactly the same. Indian with the momentum. 2 points away from the second game. And that's missed as well. So 4 in a row for Pusala v Sindhu, and Okuhara can't
20,
believe it.
game point, 18.
It's as if it was written in the stars that it was predetermined to go the distance, this one. I mean, we are going to get just that. The third and deciding game to ensue here then, as PV Sindhu takes the second game. 21 points to 18 in 27 minutes.
Good.
On court. Quickly. Final game.
So here we go then, a one-game shootout to decide this quarter-final. Pusala v Sindhu from India to get us underway.
Service over. 1, love.
Well, keen to reassert herself very early in this game, and to remind you, she had a game and an 18-16 lead, did Nozomi Okuhara, in that second game. Unable to contain some Indian brilliance, though, thereafter.
Service over. 1, 2.
So hard, isn't it? She's such a good sort of marathon runner equivalent in badminton is Okuhara, and suddenly when she decides to sort of bolt to the front of the pack and over press, it's easy for her to be errant. Got to be very careful. both players walking a tightrope of aggression and patience.
3-1.
It's so easy to get that balance wrong. It's Okuhara here with a decent start in this third game. That is a beautiful reverse slice.
4-1.
Well, the scoreboard was asking more from the Indian, wasn't it? Right there, she came up with the goods.
2-4.
That was hit with thunderous intensity, that last smash. Let's take a look at it again. Well done.
Challenges called in.
Well, it was very quick. It was hard to get sight of that final smash, and so it's anyone's guess as to whether it was in or out. You can understand where the challenge was coming from. Here comes our answer. Oh, it was indeed out. How about that?
Correction, out.
Great challenge from Nozomi Okuhara.
Service over. 5-2.
It's a wounder
Play.
for PV Sindhu. Big, burly strike on that occasion.
3-5.
Thrashing at the shuttle there. She pegs back on the scoreboard to re-engage with Okuhara seemingly. And all the matches have run their course on court 2 from session 1. We'll be back with session 2 later, of course. That'll start at 5 p.m. or 1700 local time here in Birmingham. This is our last match of session 1 on court 1 here today. We'll have another 5 for you at 5 p.m.
Service over. 6-4. Service over. 5-6.
Incidentally, just to give you the heads up, in terms of session 2 starting at 5 p.m. local time, it's going to be Yamaguchi, the second seed in the women's singles, against Carolina Marin. The Adcocks, twice semi-finalists here, they're in action. Lee Chong-wei against Lin Dan later. How about that? Bowen Mogensen against Goen Tan. And Pedersen and Yule as well. So plenty of tip-top action later in our second session today, starting 1700. Back to the action here. We have, once again, No surprises. Deadlock. This match from start to finish has been on a knife edge. To remind you, if you are just joining us, Nozomi Okuhara was 4-1 up in this deciding game, unable to keep the Indian at bay.
Seven, 6.
Well, you can understand where she's coming from. She's so desperate to keep the lead that she's kind of over-pressing and over-straining and making unforced errors in doing so. Super deft block from Kusalavi Sindhu. Concentration has been wonderful over the last, well, throughout, frankly, but particularly the last 4 or so points. And it's her now that breaks to the front. And it's always a tough dynamic when you're playing catch-up, as PV Sindhu was throughout that second game. So she's been under the cosh throughout to stay with Okuhara, and then twisted that second game her way. And now, well, it's a 1-point lead in favour of the Indian player. Well, that doesn't mean much. It's one of those days. It's going to be decided by a millimetre here and a millimetre there, isn't it? I can tell.
Service over. 9-8. Nozomi Okuhara challenges goal in.
Well, her body language suggests that she's adamant that this was out. Hence the challenge. Let's find out. We've had lots of them. Hawkeye is starting to get overheated. And it wasn't. It was on the back edge. How about that? So a great call, lines judge. Challenge unsuccessful.
One challenge remaining. 10-8. Play. Service over. 9-10.
Well, you can almost sense the way that Kusalavi Sindhu upped the ante to attempt to get to the mid-game interval. But denied again.
Busala. Yeah.
Hey.
Accumulation of
Interval.
all of that pressure then, and it's Nozomi Okuhara who leads by 1 point, 11-10 at the mid-game interval.
打とうとするのが早い。クリアをって短かったら次打とうとするんで、もうちょっと後ろ使ってから打っていく。
今みたいに。
そうそうそう。で、ロング打ったら1本目全部打ってくるやろ。強い球。ショートに書いてもいいから、打ち出して前出てこの動きさせたからリズムが向こう良くなるから、それちょっと考えてショートから入る。レシピ十分できてるから怖がらずにやるのはそれでもいいけど、一本になる。
20 seconds.
అయిన తర్వాత నువ్వు అలసిపోయిన తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తున్నావు
banana
ఐదారు కొట్టిన తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తున్నావు ఇక్కడ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ పొజిషన్ అయి అప్పుడు అది బయటకు అప్పుడు బయటకు చల్ చల్ చల్
Busala. Coach.
Nozomi Okuhara
Play.
almost seeking divine inspiration, it looked like there, didn't it? So gracious, so full of humility. It's a joy to see. With a 1 point lead. Played.
Service over. Oh.
Super physical point from both.
Service over. 12-11.
డిఫెన్స్ ఎనర్జీ తోటి కొంచెం జోష్గా ఫాస్ట్గా కొంచెం పైన ఆడు
13-11.
Breaking to the front and extending her lead to 3 points now, Nozomi Okuhara. Sindhu was 10-8 up, to remind you, and 3 consecutive points to get to the mid-game interval for the shorter of the two players. And now holding on to a lead well at the moment. That's a wonderful reverse slice from Pusala, but really pressured Okuhara into error. Not here, not here, this one here. Just as you sense she was backing off. Her body weight going towards the back line.
Play.
The pressure on very well, and it told in the end.
15-12.
Gets the sought-after three-point lead, and the coaches delight with generous applause for their charge. Well, it's in according to the lines judge. And there is no challenge.
13,
She knows
16.
it. Super point from the Indian, really closing the net down there very, very
14,
effectively.
16.
Reading that situation very quickly. So 16-12 becomes 16-14. She's not done with this, that's for sure. Outstanding from both.
15-16.
An upping of intensity there was palpable. Bringing their best.
Play.
3 points in a row for Pusala v Sindhu here. She's on a roll now, and she's dragged this, hauled it all the way back to level. Concern in the eyes of Okuhara. Just when she thought she'd done enough to break away and put daylight between herself and PV Sindhu, not so anymore. Gone, nice loud raucous call from the lines judge. Well, a challenge you sense.
I watched the clip just after the point and you did the challenge immediately.
Service over. 17-16.
On call, please. On call.
Well, I was going to say it was a challenge spurned out of jet desperation, but for some reason she hasn't been enabled that. Whether she's out of challenges, I'm not altogether sure, but
Play.
she challenged too late, I believe. So where's the next mini surge going to come from? Is it going to come from this mini player? Nozomi Okuhara has won the last point, but simply one of the last 5. That was buckling. Bone-crushing power right there from PV Sindhu. Drama unfolding to the max yet again between these two. The third is coming. Warning for slow play. Crowd don't like it. She'll be feeling hard done by now. Can she flush that away and resume unaffected? With a sense of being aggrieved, she fights back with sheer determination.
17.
Gorgeous reverse slice. Just a little too keen to press home that advantage. She spills the unforced error into the tape. Well, it's going to come down to the wire, and we wouldn't want it any other way. Don't you believe it? And that's in as well. After 82 minutes then, Kusala v Sindhu has 2 match point opportunities. Hold on. There's been a challenge. Well, where she was denied at the World Championships in August in Glasgow, has she found a way past this former champion here or not? Yes, she has. Kusala v Sindhu then through in a very gracious match. It's a terrific win for the Indian to bring their head-to-head showings to 5-all over the years now between these titans of the women's game. 20-22, 21-18, 21-18 after 84 minutes played, and what a nervy nail-biter it was. Drama unfolding to the max, to the very end. Sheer delight and relief etched all over her face. Well, fans and coaching teams can catch a breath. And that is a standout result for PV Sindhu. So, spare a thought for Nozomi Okuhara, so humble and gracious in defeat as she is in victory. But it's the fourth seed safely through here today. PV Sindhu into the semis. So here are our results today then of session 1. You can see Tanaka and Yonemoto coming through that opening doubles. Women's singles, Tai Tzu Ying coming through there, and Gideon and Sakamulko as the top seeds also coming through in the men's doubles. Mixed doubles, it was a little upset. Christiansen and Pedersen coming through in 45 minutes, and then that absolute epic 84 minutes worth of titanic women's singles encounter. And the fourth seed, Pusala v Sindhu, coming through 2-1. Don't forget, we will have our second session for you. That'll be at 5 o'clock local time here in Birmingham, or 1700 hours. And, well, we've a lot more to bring you. That'll start, as I say, in approximately an hour and 45 from now. Session 2, you'll be in the company of Jill Clark and Morton Frost. But the day belonging to PV Sindhu then, just enjoying some adulation and signing a few autographs. From myself, Paul Hand, goodbye for now. It's been great having you along. Hope you enjoyed the badminton. A lot more to come shortly.